Okay, use ability, and very good. Come on. Hello gamers, my name is KK and this is another magnificent hero review. Today we have Pet Fusty on our dinner plate, the hero that is very controversial. Some people think that it is a solid S tier or A tier hero, while others consider this guy a B tier or lower. Is it good or not? We will find out today by the end of this video. But before this, press the like button right now, or dislike button, depending on what you think, and subscribe. Let's freaking begin. So, Pet Fusty has two abilities, Rallying Roar and Big Squeeze. He has one skin, and for this skin we have the pet, and this pet is called, I'm pretty sure it's called Antarctic or Arctic Penguin. Oh, Snowman Penguin pet, okay. The regular pet has no pets. It's gonna be very repetitive because pet is the name of the hero and pet is also the animal that goes with the heroes. However, the regular pet Fusty, let's call him Fusty. The regular Fusty is gonna have the super jump animation. It's the animation that is gonna be given to him each time he levels up. So you're gonna have to choose. However, this snowman penguin is not available for most of the players because it's a limited time item that you needed to buy on the Christmas 2020. It's just how it is. So if you wanna customize things, you should be looking towards the regular one. Okay. Next thing, let's freaking begin. Today we wanna try something different. I wanna try to do CHIMPS mode because why freaking not? Pet is pretty solid, specifically in CHIMPS mode, so I wanna try to demonstrate to you why that is the fact. Okay, are we gonna be able to do this? Okay, I'm gonna have to use 3 dart monkeys, unfortunately, but it's gonna be fine. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cycle through this very quickly because the beginner game is pretty boring. Okay, we have the Pet Fusty on the map. I chose to use the submarine as the beginner tower as well, just because we're gonna have more flexibility and we will use this submarine for around 100 anyways, most likely, so why not use it right now? Okay, the next step is to place the ninja, and I'm gonna upgrade this ninja pretty early on, and it's gonna be 302 ninja, most likely. Okay, why am I saying most likely? Just because I'm making this strategy on the fly, and we might have the slight deviations of what I had in mind initially. Okay, let's begin. So, Pet Fusty, overall utility of this guy is 7 out of 10. So, the reason why people think that this hero is a bit controversial is because Pet has pretty significant handicaps, but his strengths are undeniable. And this is the double-edged sword. So, overall, Pet is solid, but his damage is not that big. Also, his range is minuscule, like Sauda's range is much bigger and she is much more potent with her melee range. But Pet is not like that, he's pretty mediocre and he has the smallest range, and the range doesn't increase that much. His attack speed is also pretty slow, but the ability of Pet, level 3 ability, is amazing, and it is one of 2 major things that are really good about this hero. Level 3 ability and the ability to stun all the Bloons. And this is something really solid. Okay, let's use his ability just because. And I'm pretty sure we should be fine. I don't want to test this. Come on. Okay. I wanted to swear, but I didn't need to. it's fine. Good. So I'm gonna have this alchemist just in case. It was just that Pet threw the balloons back on the track. It's one of his abilities, and this is a passive ability, which is also pretty solid. Okay, we're gonna save up for the balloon jutsu, and we should be golden. Okay, so overall utility is 7 out of 10. Next one, level up balance. Level up balance for pet is also 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is just the average middle ground. So it's not exceptional, but it's not bad either. And you are not gonna struggle much, but it's not something like Etienne, who has 10 out of 10. Because he levels up to level 20, like on round 83 or so. It's not like that, but it's still very good, and you should be able to play with him without any troubles. Okay, now I'm gonna save up for the discount village, and I also wanna remove this. Good. Perfect. This defense should be enough to deal with all rounds up to round 40, so don't worry that much. And okay, let me think a bit. Where do I want to discount village? Probably somewhere in here. And we are gonna have the double discount village. Okay, this one, the first one, needs to have ninja in range. And then I'm gonna add the second one. Okay, pet ability. Good. Perfect. And now I'm gonna have the second village over here. This village is ultimately gonna become the MAB, and the second village is just gonna be the jungle drums village. Okay. And we're gonna have... Okay, I wonder if... I think I slightly messed up the spots, because I'm not sure if this village will be able to... Okay, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to add one more. Okay, use ability, and very good. Come on. Fuck. Okay, I have the different plan, so we're gonna just change the village into the alchemist, and this way we're gonna have the stronger buff, and yep, as you can see, we were able to deal with everything. And the remaining cash is gonna go on the leveling up of Pet Fusty, because I needed to account for his levels, and this is because this is the reason why I had more cash. Okay, good. And this time we will be able to place the villages the correct way, somewhere over here. Good. Now it's time for the second one. Yeah, this village should be in range. Perfect. Okay, and larger radius and jungle drums. Come on, now. Yes. So everything is going just as I planned. Now what we need to do is I wanna do two things. First, I wanna add the second Bloon Jutsu, because this is the easier method on how to play this strategy. Second, I'm gonna add a crap ton of Shinobis. You should be knowing why. So the strategy we're gonna be using is Grandmaster Ninja plus 20 Shinobis. But here, one of the variations of the strategy is 2 Bloon Jutsus. It's easier in the early and mid game, but it's slightly harder in the late game, but we should be just fine. Also, one of the clever things to do with this type of strategy, we will use the how is it called? The Bomber Ninja, Flash Bomb. And Flash Bomb is also gonna help us, but it's gonna be hard. We most likely are gonna use it because I still wanna come up with the solid spot for it. Okay, my mouse is lagging. We wanna find the solid spot for this guy, because otherwise he's gonna consume the alch buffs and it's not gonna be fancy. Okay, I don't like how my mouse is lagging. It seems like I'm gonna need a new mouse pretty soon. Okay, so level up balance is 7 out of 10. It's just the good hero, it's not exceptional. Just you get what you hope for, but nothing more, not even one thing. Okay, good. You don't need to hurry that much with placement of Shinobis. you should be placing them very, very precisely. Because each Shinobi is pretty darn expensive. And you wanna place them in the perfect spots. And when you place them, each of them costs more than 1500 bucks. So you just upgrade a few, and there you go, you spent all the cash that you accumulated while trying to place the perfect spot. And now I wonder which ninja should be... Okay, I'm gonna place this one. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to upgrade this guy to the Shinobi Grandmaster Ninja. Okay, in range. I wonder if it's in range. Let's upgrade him. No, it was not in range. Okay, and this guy most likely doesn't... Okay, let me see. Yes, this guy doesn't reach anyone, so it was a bad placement, but it's fine. Okay, perfect. What you want to see and have is that all the Shinobis need to be touching one of your Bloonjitsus. And eventually you're gonna have... Okay, we're gonna go with this one because we don't have much options. I'm gonna have to place the Shinobis close to the alchemists because we have no choice. Okay, fine. Yep. Okay, use pet Fusty. Yes, perfect. Now some more stuff. Okay, how many buffs do we have? We have 11 buffs, and here we have 10 buffs. Ideal, of course, is for us to upgrade this guy, but it's not always the ideal situation. Let's get some more. At the end of the day, we will need 20 Shinobis. It's undeniable, but we can postpone this purchase quite a bit. Okay, so the next is price plus hitbox. Price is pretty high for this hero, so it's 6 out of 10, and hitbox is 4 out of 10 because pet's hitbox is pretty darn large. So, okay, are we good? Yes, we are. So it's just how it is. You have the large hitbox hero and you can do nothing about this. It's gonna have the pretty low rating. Next one is Chimps, half cash and hard mode. Use the ability over here just in case. Good. We have bad lead popping power, as you can see, but since the ninjas attack so fast, we are just fine. Ideally is for us to upgrade this village, but it's way too early. You know what? I'm gonna just do something funny. Let's just buy the sniper to snipe the lead balloons this way. It's cheap and it's an effective way. Let's call it this way. Okay. You know what you also want to try to achieve? You also want to have not only the Shinobis in range of the ninja you are buffing, but you also want to have them near the track, because you want them to deal the damage. We have 15 Shinobis, good. Here we are gonna have the 16th one. If you have such situation where the Shinobis don't reach the track, but you still need to place them, don't hesitate to do so. So soon we will run out of the spots where the Shinobis are gonna be efficient. Okay, 16, this guy reaches this Shinobi. So, and we will have to place them probably somewhere over here or over here in the unideal spots. Okay, this spot is still quite good. Also, if the Shinobi does not reach the necessary ninja or the track, you can upgrade the ninja discipline, which increases the range of Shinobis. Perfect. So, on Chimps mode, pet is, I would say it's like 6 out of 10, because in some scenarios pet is gonna be 10 out of 10 in Chimps mode because of his level 3 ability and all that I mentioned in the beginning. But overall, the variety of strategies that you can play in Chimps mode using pet fast is pretty low, and he's not the best hero. Let's just say it this way. Okay, are we good or not? I don't want to waste it, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, 18. And here 19. Yes. And one more ninja, and we will save up for the Grandmaster. So, because of the lack of variety and just a few strategies that you can play Pet Fusty with efficiently, we're not gonna be able to rank him that high. However, 6 is pretty alright, great. And the next one is Half Cash, and Half Cash pet is pretty bad. It's not the hero for Half Cash, that's for sure. And okay, I hope that this guy is gonna reach the necessary ninja, and 20, perfect. This is just what we wanted. I still wonder why this one doesn't reach. Okay, so we are gonna upgrade this guy. He has 20 buffs and this guy has 16 buffs, as you can see, but we were aiming specifically for this one. Good. Now what we need is to save up for the Grandmaster Ninja. Or if the situation becomes very bad, we're gonna upgrade the MAB first, but it is unideal because it costs more than 10,000 bucks. On the Half Cash mode is 0. And the hard mode. On the hard mode, pet is solid. I would rate him at 7 out of 10. It's average. So it's not like one of these heroes like PSI, Etienne, Sauda. It's just another hero. You're not gonna receive the remarkable performance from pet, but you shouldn't be disappointed either. Next one is Strat Variety. Strat Variety is pretty low. It's 6 out of 10. I know, like, now I'm describing him as pretty weak hero, but he is really not. And you're gonna see it pretty soon, okay? And this one is pretty funny. Round 76 with ninjas is a very simple round. Great. And right now we don't need to worry that much. Also, the good thing about the Shinobi strategy is that you are getting quite the performance from the Shinobis themselves, because even though you cannot pop LEDs at this stage very efficiently, the pet is able to pop the LEDs all the time, and the Alchemist. So when a few of the LEDs leak here or here, all the Shinobis are blowing them back, and this way you are able to achieve the good LED popping power, even though it seems like you are almost desperate. Okay, Strat Variety is 6 out of 10 because you need to base your strategies around this hero, and if you place it's just without thinking, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be just mediocre, almost like a Zilly. So if you don't place him correctly, if you don't place the towers around Pet Fusty, his DPS is pretty bad, and you shouldn't be understanding at this stage. So you need to think and play strategically with Pet Fusty. If you don't do this, you just die. Okay, the next one is Races. Races is also a strange part of Pet Fusty. So sometimes we get Pet in races, but thing is, he's not good there. But we always, how these races go, we always put him down, but it's all he does. Basically, we use his level 3 ability, and it's just about it. So you need to think before using this guy. And races, it's just like, I would say it's like 2% better with Pet Fusty than without him. I couldn't rate him much higher than 2% improvement. Okay, I used level 10 ability of Pet, and next stage is pretty simple. We're saving up for the Grandmaster, and you might be thinking, now we have 23,000, how can we afford this guy soon enough before we die? The answer is, it's pretty simple, to be honest. As you can see, we are pretty strong against BFBs. So the weak side of this strategy is Zomagods. So with the Zomagods you need to be careful, but with mass BFBs, specifically on this map, this is a pretty simple map, but it's not easy for the new players. I remember that when I was just in the beginning of the game I struggled with this one, so I decided to demonstrate the haunted map specifically. Next one, abilities plus skills. This is where we finally get to see the strong sides of the hero. So abilities are as following. Level 3 ability is 9 out of 10. It's really solid and you get a very good performance. Why? What are the strengths of this ability? Why is it better than Brickle's ability? Why is it better than all the other speed increasing abilities? Because Pet's ability also increases the pierce of all the towers in range of his ability. So as you can see, his range is slightly increased, and all from the level 1 of course. And all good, we have Grandmaster right now. All the towers in range get double the attack speed, and they also get the double pierce. Or +1 pierce, I don't really remember to be honest, but the thing is that what you need to understand, you don't need to know specs, etc. You just need to understand that the towers become much stronger when Pet buffs him, and other heroes cannot measure up to this level of buff. It also increases Pet's own attack speed. Okay, with Grandmaster, the Zomagods shouldn't be a problem at all. And as you can see, here we will upgrade the MAB. Perfect. And now what we need to do is to get the engineer. It's gonna be the overclock engineer. Here, the key aspect of this strategy is of course the Grandmaster. But we also will need to upgrade him, and the MAB allows Grandmaster to pop the DDTs. I'm pretty certain that rounds 90, 93 and 95 are gonna be a piece of cake for us. Good. So, the next one, ability, level 10 ability is 7 out of 10. Because it's good, don't get me wrong, but as you can see, when... Okay, I'm not gonna be able to demonstrate it right now because Grandmaster is too OP, but if Pet Fusty uses his level 10 ability, he stops his passive abilities and he can't attack at all. So it's a very double-edged sword. You should be using this only in the narrow scenarios. For example, on X Factor, I used it quite a lot, but since this is the simpler map, you shouldn't be using it at all. On Ouch, with the same strategy, I don't recommend using it that much. For example, I did the guide on the hashtag Ouch CHIMPS mode, and we are using the similar strategy to this one. You need to remember that it's pretty important on the more difficult maps to have the stunning ability. If you don't stun, you lose. So the usage of this ability should be very restricted in CHIMPS mode. In the regular hard mode or impoppable, it's gonna be just fine, but in the more difficult maps and game modes, you are not gonna get by using this ability. Okay, overclock. And also, when you use Pet's ability and overclock at the same time, the Grandmaster becomes 4 times as powerful. Keep this in mind, it's a very potent tower. And the clever use of abilities, nice pronunciation. The clever use of abilities really demonstrate this to you. Okay, this is just a joke. Way too easy. I wonder what should I spend my money on, because at this stage we don't need to upgrade anything. Maybe I should upgrade one sabotage. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade the sabotage and let's overclock the Grandmaster. Look at this! Destruction, total annihilation. Okay, I think I'm gonna upgrade the call to arms, and the destruction of the level 100 bet is gonna, around 100 bet is gonna be very funny. Okay, and the passive abilities of Pet is stunning and blowing Bloons back, or should I say knocking, because he punches them. So knocking the Bloons back and stun in the his very narrow range. Also, Pet can be placed on both ground and water, so it's a good thing to have, but it's nothing, like, I would say, essential. Okay, I don't see these Omegas, so we shouldn't use the abilities here. Yet. Okay. Or are we gonna be good? You know what? Let's use level 3 ability of Pet. Look! Oh, it's even stronger than Overclock. Why is it stronger? Because of the increased Pierce. And also, the negative effect of level 3 ability of Pet is that it's very slow ability. Okay, use Overclock on these guys because I don't like them, and the Fortifieds are the weak side of our heroes as well. Okay, we have the Call to Arms, good, and for round 98, we're not gonna use the... Okay, slowly approach this very slowly and methodically. We will use the level first Overclock, and then level 3 ability. And now look at the Bloons. Look, 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 they will just melt. Easy. This is what I call annihilation. Okay, and use the Sabotage for this level. And in the next level, we're gonna need all the abilities recovered, and we will use our Homeland Defense. Or Call to Arms, okay, doesn't matter. So, with it, now Overclock, Pets, and Call to Arms. And look at the bad balloon. He will be shredded to pieces. Boom. This is how you complete the Chimps mode on this map. And there you go. So Pet Fusty's passive abilities is 7 out of 10. And his level 20 power is mediocre and slightly worse than all the other heroes, which is why it's a 6 out of 10. And there you have it, guys. So, overall score of Pet Fusty is 7 out of 10. It's average hero. I don't recommend to buy him immediately, but you will need this hero to complete the Chimps on these certain maps, and it is pretty interesting to stretch your imagination and to let your brain work for a while, and in order to create the fitting strategies for this hero. Guys, press the like or dislike button right now, depending on what you think about this video, and see ya in the next one!